Mr. Smith, good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Name and address, please.
I am Hagan Smith. My dwelling place for a period of time is 1425 Northwest 105th Terrace, Ocala. As I promised at the last meeting, I have checked the accuracy, the swearing in of the three commissioners. I was mistaken about the right date to which the three of you were sworn in, and for that I do apologize. I reported the mistake to the People's Statewide Common Law Grand Jury. They have revised the document, which I hereby present to you for the record. However, that may be, the three of you were sworn in on November 15th without having provided a requisite bond, as was and is provided by the Constitution and the prevailing law. Therefore, you were in office without having first qualified to enter the office of Marion County Commissioner. You have been unlawfully in office for approximately 21 days before passing an unlawful ex post facto ordinance. You attempted to cover yourself from liability by making the unlawful ordinance retroactive to protect yourself from individual liability. You obviously knew that the ordinance 1643 had not been written, nor had it been made available for us to read and voice our objection to such a rule. We, the people, did not consent to such an act. Therefore, the ordinance is unlawful. The insurance policy which I received from the clerk and treasurer, David Elsperman, does not cover acts of the Marion County Board of County Commissioners, such as giving $34,000 per year to the Florida Association of County Commissioners, or $700,000 a year to Matthew Guy Mentor. We did not consent to the CEP. That money is not yours to give. We do not wish to bring harm to you or to anyone else. We do not wish to insult you. We only wish that you honor we the people by returning to us this constitutional Republican form of government which you swore the oath to support and protect and defend. Instead of following the unlawful advice of the bar attorney and their foreign associations robbing us of our birthright. I, as well as many other veterans, also swore an oath which says, I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to the regulations of the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God. Title 10 of the U.S. Code Act of 5th of May, 1960, replacing the wording first adopted in 1789 with amendment effective 5 October 1962. That oath is still binding today as it was in the 1960s. It is our duty to inform you when you are outside of the requirements which bind you, as it is for us to throw off those objects which oppress us under absolute despotism and deprive us of our rights. It is our duty to peaceably assemble and to create new guards for our future security. It is our duty to instruct you of those new guards which we as a people have decided. We openly advertise for the people to come join us. We have invited you, the government people, to come and join with us in returning this great land back to the constitutional land jurisdiction operating under the rule of law. Let's make Marion County great again, while others do the same through this divinely blessed nation. Respectfully submitted, Hagan Smith and the People's Common Law Grand Jury statewide. I thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them.
I just want to know what this document is.
I can't see
Says
the
it's a
document.
warrant.
Is it a document I
Document
submitted?
that you handed to us.
It's the People's Common Law statewide grand jury revision of the mistake made in the document that I read here before. So it's to be put into the record, correcting the record as of the date when the three county commissioners were sworn in.
Okay, it's not a warrant. It's just
It's not a
statement.
warrant. It is not.
Okay.
It is instruction from the people to you.
Okay.
I'd like to know who it's signed by. There are three signatures. I'm unable to make out.
I
who
do
they
not
are.
know who signs it. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you because I'm sworn not to reveal that information.
But yet their signatures are on the document. They're just not legible.
That's fine. I received many from the government that are not legible, so I don't know what
Most
to
of
tell
those
you
come
about
with
that.
with a printed name next to them.
Pardon me?
I said even if it's unlegible, at least they come with a printed name next to them.
Well, not all of them. I have ones from judges that don't put their name in their scribble. You can't read it. So I'm not trying to defend them. They do what they do. I am the investigative
Well, I would hope that if
administrator,
the
and I
People's
did,
Grant-
I did
Mr.
research
Hagan.
the documents. I have the documents. I don't do anything that I don't record. I either get the documents, keep it in a file, or I record it verbally. And public officials, the Supreme Court has ruled, public officials must open themselves to scrutiny. They don't have privacy. You can record any public official or anyone who's running for public office without even telling them.
No, you can't.
Well, I disagree with you. I have read
so
many
Mr.
Supreme Court
Smith.
cases. I research these things.
So you just do us a favor. If you have something that we've done illegally, will you please just take it to the state attorney, have us prosecuted and sent to jail? If you don't, will you please stop?
Well, sir, no, I'm not going to stop, because it is my duty to inform you of the things that you're doing wrong, and we do, and it don't
But
seem
if-
like
if-
you
if-
understand it.
Listen, I just want to know if we're doing something wrong, and by the Supreme Court, by the state attorney, he should be able to prosecute us.
Well, explain to me where
I don't
the
have to
five
explain
of
to
you
you.
get the authority to change the Florida Constitution without a constitutional amendment. That's the purview of the people. That isn't you.
We didn't change it, and if you think we did change it to a point that became unconstitutional, you have the full right, authority vested in the people of this great country to take us to court and prove that it is unconstitutional.
We don't have to take you to court.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't. I'm sorry, we don't.
Well, then it's not going to change the
And
ordinance.
since all three parts of the government is being controlled by the bar associations, it is not, we're not going to win there. You know that, and we know that, and that's why you keep telling us to do it. I'm telling you, I'm not going to go ride a dead horse to nowhere.
Okay.
I know what'll happen when we go in there, and I've explained to Ms. Bryant that very same thing before. I'm not going into that den of vipers who are going to rule against us because they don't believe in our constitutional Republican form. I do. I believe in our Constitution. I believe in this nation. And I hope that you learn to do the same thing. I have asked to teach the Constitution right here in this hall. You know, you didn't disagree with me until you talked to Mr. Mentor over here, and he tells you not to do it. So then you tell us, no, you can't meet here. This is our building. It don't belong to you. We paid for it. It's our treasury.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Anything else? All right. All right, that's all I had signed up. Was there anyone else in the public that would like to